Igor's talking about
I
personal
was,
issues, because he used to think that usually the actors have huge problems and horrible things that happen to them, and he used to think like, well, I don't have any huge trauma, so what am I going to use for my scene? So he's just
yeah,
I wish
yeah.
I was more fucked up.
When actually when I no, 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 no. When I read the book, that's what I thought in first place, because it
But we like
always
the fucked up
kept in my,
characters.
Yeah.
yeah, we like fucked up characters. No, but when I read it the first time, the book, I was like, yeah, what about if I don't have like this huge problems to use it, or huge traumas or whatever? But what I was telling them is that this time in at the studio, what I learned is that it's about you you use your personal life experiences, like even if it's like a smallest one, and make it bigger, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I say
Am I right?
take it. They say take a fraction and turn it into a whole.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
And this time I was able to do that.
Mm.
And yeah, that's what I was talking to people, to not let people think that you have to be very like very trouble in your life, you know. It's not about that. It's about you get the small things and make them bigger to use it. That's it.
Make
But it's
them
also like
important.
because well, the thing is that just think about this: if a girl doesn't want to go out with you, and you really, really, really like her, but it pushes your buttons to feel your triggers your insecurities of not being smart enough or good enough or rich enough or whatever it is you think this person wants, and all of a sudden you feel lesser than, and that becomes huge because you really like this girl. That the abstraction into a whole becomes, well, if she feels that way about me, all girls will feel that way about me, and I'm going to be alone forever. It's called paranoid thought process because every human being is paranoid. They take a little thing, like if you say the slightest thing. I remember when I was younger, one girl said that my nose was too big, and I never ever I mean that lasted. That was I was maybe 7 when that happened. And one time, and I never. It was like had to get a nose job. Got to get a nose job. And so when I was able to afford it myself at 25, I I felt so much better cutting it off from one comment, one comment. So we are very just sensitive and we're paranoid and we take little bits of information. This is just the truth of it, not an actor has to do. This is what people do. We could take small, to anybody else saying, you've got that upset about that, but to you was a big deal. And so that's the stuff that we attach ourselves to. We don't have to manufacture larger, because we do automatically do it. And the more you like somebody or you want that job, or you want, or you feel that that person has really kind of diminished you, and he's not even that good of a, he's not even a friend. It's just some idiot that can, happens to be around you. It's just, it really affects you. And it's just like, if that person feels that way, there's a great story about, I don't know if you guys know who Richard Burton was, but a very famous star back in the day, even before my time. But the thing is, so, even before my time, I'm old. But this is typical of actors. I said anybody. It's the paranoid thought process. Is that he was getting great reviews. He was doing Shakespeare. He was getting great reviews and great reviews and great reviews. And then one time, one audience member said "boo" in the middle of and he couldn't get that out of his head. He was depressed. He had this huge depression around this one boo. I'm telling you, the biggest critics were telling him this is the most brilliant performance. People were saying this is an incredible theater experience. But that one boo screwed him up to a massive rabbit hole depression. Tell that story. It's a good story because that is true. It's what we do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like when you get one bad comment on a picture or something that you post on Instagram, like 100 nice things, one shitty thing. You're like, I can't believe that.
But that's
So,
but what but that but the point is that I didn't say it's an actor thing. It's like we all do it. We all take like someone who looks at us like a what do you, when did you say? Oh, you think I'm ugly? You think I'm gross? Is that you think I'm fat? I mean, it's just
Yeah.
we won't, and they're probably just looking at you, not even thinking they're even seeing you, so because they're in their own world. But the thing is, we are human beings are very paranoid people, so we automatically take little things and turn it into big things. So we don't have to
Yeah.
go that far. We don't have to have tragedy in our past and trauma that's a huge proportion to be great actors, because we automatically take things and we create tragedy out of anything. And
Yes.
especially dramatists, especially people who are dramatic people. So it's like you're an actor, the dramatic
Yeah.
thing is like, I got a hangnail,
Yes.